Hello, Mpe. How are you doing? Good afternoon. How was the forest today, Mpe? By the way, welcome. Welcome, welcome. What the fuck? Yes! Well, if you see my logo, this is what it is from. Because, yeah, I. uh, Also, if you were like last year, if you were here last year, you probably know that I'm actually a real life Fiera. I'm a real life Fiera. Came from Final Fantasy 14 world, and yeah, living in human world. And I usually using glamour to hide my Fiera ear. But yeah, I guess starting for today, I'm going to stream Final Fantasy 14 again, up to next 2 months at least. But yeah, this is my. I close my eyes so I can see purely. Purely what tempe. But yeah, actually, my Twitch character is arrived from Final Fantasy 14 character. Not actually this one. I have another male bunny. I used to have male bunny. But yeah, this is my main character on Final Fantasy 14. So yeah, also my Twitch name Samich is from my Final Fantasy 14 character Ugnasi Samich. And yeah, demi menyehatkan mata saya. Thank you for the lurk, Mbak. By the way, also thank you for the hydration reminder earlier. Here's for you. But yeah, last night when I play, aku lurk bener ya bang. Okay, Mbak. Thank you. But yeah, if you guys watch my stream last night or afternoon, yesterday afternoon, I gotta stop streaming the first Descendant because, yeah, Pia sent me a game code for Final Fantasy 14, and yeah, I log off, download it, and yeah, I basically back to Final Fantasy 14. Thank you so much for Pia. Oh my god. And yeah, from now on today, you will often see me streaming Final Fantasy 14 Dawntrail expansion, because we are going to continue the story of Final Fantasy 14, the story of Samich as the main character, as the warrior of light on Aetheris, the planet or the star in this game called, where the settings, where the game is happening. But yeah, I usually maining scholar, healer class on Final Fantasy 14, but I probably already rusty because yeah, when I try to do all raid last night, I died a lot. Oh wait, let me turn on the other light. Be right back. All right. Let's check. Okay. We gotta go to Charlian. Oh yeah. Also, last night I talked to the NPC that gave us a starter quest for the Viper, but I'm not gonna do that yet because I wanna. Hello, Roti. Welcome. Yes, of course. The yeah, when I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, I will be showing you my true form, male Fiera from Final Fantasy XIV. And yeah, this is my main character in the game. So, but yeah, let's go to Old Charlayan to officially start Dawntrail. By the way, welcome, Roti. How are you doing today? Oh my god. Yeah, also aku harus main TFD untuk dapetin bunny tapi versi Mitch. What versi Mitch? What do you mean? But yeah, I initially didn't plan to come back to Final Fantasy XIV this quick because yeah, I actually don't have the resource to buy the game in full price. So initially, I was just waiting for the game to have like 50% discount, like as usual when they have on Christmas or something. But well, apparently Mother Heidelin, well, even though she's basically not exist anymore, still blessing me to set a foot again on Averis to continue my journey here. And yeah, thank you once again, Pia, for gifting me the Dawntrail. All right, a new world to explore. Oh my god, Ojika Sunjika has a message for you. And yes, as we saw on Endwalker, we are going to help Wuklamat. Wuklamat is well, you'll see. Welcome back, Ugnasti. I've just had word from Eren Vale. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tural aboard a guildship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform you travel companions? It should only take a moment. Alright, wait at the designated location. Where is that? Oh, inside here? Okay. Oh yeah, I need to start the topless timer. There we go. Ojika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Renfield himself. And there he is. That's So that's Aranville, the Fiera Gleaner. Gleaner is basically busy boy, office boy of the Sharlayan. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's guildship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tural. There will be another passengers, researchers and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Aranville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern. But everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tural, yes? We've not forgotten. The nation of Tuliolal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alpinaut and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tural, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another. How they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help us friends in Ilsabat. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. Ooh. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Krile? So, yeah, before we met Wuklamat, Krile actually found an old letter for her grandpa, but she cannot really understand what's written on the letter because the ink is already smudged and hard to read. So I guess that's why Krill eager to join this journey to Liolal to find out who was sending the mail to her grandpa and what's the purpose, I guess. Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet, oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you are not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. I probably should cosplay as Aranville someday. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind? Of course not. Wait, okay, what's the choices we have? Hoist sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. We won't make you Dawn Servant by standing here and talking about it. I go wheresoever the adventure is to be found. Let's choose the second choice. We won't make you down server by standing here and talking about it. Because yeah, that's why we have the contract anyway, to help Wuklamat to become a down servant. Right then, if all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Alright, where is Erenville? Is he at the dock? Wait, where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's outside, okay. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We are not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Ooh, cutscenes? Are we going into cutscenes? Oh yeah.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels.
Oh, is that gonna be our first dungeon? Like when we sailed to Stormblood and we got stranded on a ship graveyard?
Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
I guess so. All I need is my buddy. We are traveling light because Erenville is the one who's bringing all the backpack. Is there gonna be a cutscene, a movie, a cinematic cutscene soon?
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Kattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Tural. But yeah, Tural might be interesting for us because some of the
Just wait, Baba.
architecture
When this contest is said and done,
the
it'll
culture
be your
is
daughter who sits the throne. Me!
is
Wuklamat!
influenced by Indonesian culture. They even have nasi goreng as in-game food, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that continent is huge.
Smooth sailing so far?
Yes, kinda.
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know.
Well, I kinda miss traveling by ship too. Back then, when I was still in middle school, I went to Jakarta by using ship from Padang, and it was, I don't know, I won't say it was really fun, but it's an interesting experience, and I kind of miss being on a boat for sailing for days.
Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Okay, Doggy, let's bug the other passengers around. Oh yeah,
Did you look out across these same waters, grandfather?
I gotta check if the drop is on. Okay, give me a sec. I need to check if the if the drop is already on. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, nice. So if you are playing Final Fantasy XIV, you can also get twist drop from it, and if you watch for 6 hours, you can get a free mount. Wait, let me turn down the volume a bit. Oh, will be my first visit to Tural. Fontaines, the name. I was working at a same aesthetic in Ulda, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Sarayan in hopes for starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliyola seemed the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Okay, so this guy is seeking fortune on new place. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. Gah, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception. But with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. What? Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. Okay. My story? Well, since you ask, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Catan Ram. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural, almost 80 years ago. The Mamolja's leader is said to have welcomed Catan with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as token of their friendships. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back: potatoes, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales say Catan returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. Okay. Self-ship trader. An adventurer? An adventurer, I presume? I'm a merchant myself, based on Ulda. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Mikote, the Hetsaro. Oh, okay. So races from Eorzea has different name on Tuliyola. Hetsaro, the Hrodgar, the Serbal. Not because every member of given clan is of the same race, mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. Per assumption, in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Okay. Swarthy sailor. Wait, what is Swarthy? Let me Google it. Define Swarthy. Swarthy is a dark skin. Okay, so tan is it's a synonym of tan. Okay, Swarthy. 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 Did you want to make a wager? We are talking bets on who'll be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants of the right of succession, your young Wuklamat being one of them, of course. But from what Mamolja bloke was telling us, the other 3 all are strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. Okay. But since we are helping Wuklamat, I'm pretty sure that Wuklamat will be the Dawn Servant. But how? the progress will be happening. That's what we don't know yet. Did you learn anything of interest? Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should have Buklamat and Erenville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Halo Bang David, welcome. Thank you for the beats Bang David. Oh my god. How are you doing today? Makan siang dulu. I already have my lunch Bang David.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Oh my god. Buklamat is actually having
How's
a
your
sickness.
stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick.
This is being denial.
I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
Oh, so there are a lot of Vieira. So Vieira actually traveled far away from the Golmore jungle?
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Okay, what is that?
We're in the teeth of it now, lads! Reef that sail before the mast snaps!
Okay.
Oh dear.
Are we hitting a shallow water?
Only elders have watch! This wind's too strong to take in yourself! Man falling off the mast! We need help! Get him below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
And somehow Buklamat is not the seasick.
I have not
Somehow
seen the
Buklamat is
ocean
not
rage
having
with
the
such fury
seasick
before or since.
anymore.
The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Oh, are we going to call Leviathan?
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
Well, we went to outer space.
Buklamat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress. by the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Well, there's no battle, sadly. Okay, we are falling asleep on the bar. And where is everyone else? Wait, is this a dream? Or everyone is already landed? Oh. Birds, that mean land is near.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground.
Okay.
Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
Probably just another hour.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
No casualties on this
Good news indeed.
journey.
If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat.
Oh.
Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliolal's coasts. Come.
Oh, that's why on the promotional trailer we are approaching Tuliolal with a small ship, with a boat. That's still a kind of big boat though.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down.
Ugh.
Easy, stomach.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Ooh, is the cutscene gonna roll? Ah, it's not the trailer cutscene.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
That's the dialogue from the trailer. Full screen. There we go.
Look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
We are officially into Dawntrail. See, look at those roof. That's definitely from Minang. That's Minangkabau roof for longhouses. Jangan apa nih kak? Alamin, nggak tahu game-game baru nih kayaknya. Nggak tahu, gue baru coba juga ini. I just tried it, so I don't know. Yeah, but it looks like made from Indonesia because look at the building there. Mimpi.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Well, who knows? Maybe in Final Fantasy 36, Square Enix will be collaborating with Indonesian gaming studio to make their game.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you
But
never
yeah,
knew
udah
existed. There may be a sea
udah
now,
dapat chocopurnya belum, Min?
Visitors to
Have you
Bulichera
got
are
the
still few and far
chocopur?
between.
Ya udah ada lain.
And as
Oh,
we don't build seafaring
yeah,
ships,
from apa ya?
only a
From
handful
the
of Turali ever
collab
venture
with
abroad.
Snack.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
Oh.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
Yeah, it's definitely Indonesia in the 90s.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
The documenting process is not too straight and it easily bypassed by orang dalam, by insiders.
To Tural?
No, I'm not here to visit. I'm here to work under the Down Warden. Wannabe?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tule Yolal?
Well, we actually here to interfere with the matter.
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
But yeah, without some some documents, how we will
Well.
tell the
You
official
really
if
are a figure of authority here.
if we just wander around without Tulio without Wuklamat with us? That would be a problem.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part?
No, you don't look like
Anyway,
a
first things first.
powerful person. I mean, in terms of influence.
I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Yeah, welcome to West Sumatra, guys. Okay, so apparently they're gonna be emergency maintenance in 2 hours. Because there's some bugs in the game that certain players cannot gain more experience. So yeah. Wait. PDT time. PDT time now. Now it's 2:40 Pacific time, so yeah. So they're gonna be maintenance in 2 hours. Well, despite the storm's effort to the contrary, we are safe and sound. But yeah, let's spend all the 2 hours that we have on doing the Mensa request. You have arrived in Tuliyola. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Solar Harbor in Old Charlayan. Alright. The nation of Tuliyola, while being on solid ground, has improved Buklama's mood. Her stomachs appear to be lagging behind. Ooh, the background music is jazzy. Right then, first thing first. Up, no. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! We were wondering who these strange folks were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers? Wuklemat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise do not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the right of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance. But you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Oh, please, don't ever worry that you are a bother to me. You are very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Wuklemat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of our station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, do you mean technically? I suggest we move into groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Ukrasty, you and Krill can come with me. I'll take the twins then. Ah, I wish I could go with Erenville for more. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklemat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Ah. Yeah. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erenville already mentioned the reefs is our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay. Mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yogg-Tural, the southern landmass. The clans will produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and chartered off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Wuklemat and Kryle are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave your quest companions behind by entering a different area or by speaking with them and selecting the option to part ways. Oh my god. If you wish to have your companions join you again, return and speak with them at the original location. Oh my god. Yeah, I kinda don't like this this edition of questing that introduced on and walker, which is really annoying to do. And they're going, okay. But I guess this is the way the developer want us to explore slowly and take a look around the environment. So yeah, this this architecture and culture here looks like a mix between Minang and Batak. Look at those textile. That kinda reminds me of the oh my god, what is it called again? Oh my god. Ulos, yes. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliola's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares to directly to the sales. Anything you want, they most likely have. Alright, I should mention that here in Tuliola, we buy things with PEL, a currency that the Pelu Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your guild. There's also Wachu Meki Meki. What the heck? Wachu Meki Meki. Another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up to the stairs to a certain plaza. Hehe, I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Okay, we should go up. We have Ether right here, so let's tune in. So yeah, one of the thing that makes me enjoy playing Final Fantasy XIV so much is the background music. They have really nice, as we have right now, especially for the dungeons and raids. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Atheris in Tuliolal? I think I told you before, but my brother Koana spent 3 years studying in Sarlayan. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the tuning things? If you are already ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Saktural. Let's make a stop at Bragg Plume Post. But on the way, though, that's the headquarters for the Lance Guard. So I think Lance Guard is equivalent to police in this. What is this town called again? On Tuliolal. Oh yes. Yogtural. Okay, we gotta go that way. Yes. What's this? Okay, let's talk to Klamat. Hello, Wook. Wook Wook. This custodial elevation. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountains. As you can see though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Okay, the engineer really thoughtful. Trotting up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wuklamats get her endless endurance. Ooh. Bol Majun. Okay, let's tune up here. Tune in, I mean. So yeah, this is the police building, police office. Here we are, Bright Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliolal and preserving the peace. The Lance Guard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally, Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoralja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alfinot and Alice should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of the Talon March. Okay. Okay, that's the gate. Ooh, cutscenes. Is it voiced? Massive, isn't it? Ooh, that's what she said. And on the other side is equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by the race of giants, the Yokhui. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents. Yoktural, the southern lands of the mother, and Zaktural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle. And one threw the other to the ground. The impact was so devastating, as to split the continent in twain. A familiar looking tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Saktural, those lands are also part of the Tuliolal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of the continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. Well, that's really sounds like the Nusantara in Kingdoms era, when kingdoms between islands are fighting each other until there is a strong enough ruler to unite them all under their banner together. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you are more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Saktural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you just have to wait. Then I'll make sure you win. Make my words. You really mean that? Haha, woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. Okay, talk to Kyle. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliolal is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. We'll head west next, towards the Arc of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. Dirigible, what's dirigible? That's new word for me. Define dirigible. Dirigible is capable of being steered, guided, or directed. Oh, okay, so it's a landing that can be directed. You have dirigibles too? Tuliolal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. Huh? What is dirigible landing? Let's... Dirigible landing. So it's like... Wait, it's what? Oh, it's a water balloon.
Unknown profile, no recognition code.
Oh my god. Hello Kang SB. Hello Raiders. Oh my god. Hello Jung. Oh wow. Hello Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Oh, are you playing? You're playing Metal Gear Solid, Kang SB. Are you solid? Hah? Kang SB Jin? Okie dokie. Thank you for bringing the community here, Kang SB. And yeah, hello everyone. I'm Samits. I'm Indonesian streamer who mostly stream in English. Usually play story. I usually play games with story, and right now we are back on playing Final Fantasy XIV. Are you still shirtless? Yes, and I'm still shirtless. Not naked, but just shirtless. I'm telling you that I'm wearing something down there. But yeah, if you can see, if this is the first time you are here on my channel, if you can see the timer on top right corner of the screen, you see that that's how many hours I still have to stream while topless. Pretty chill, ain't it? Well, it actually not chill at all, Jung. It's been hot here. Not because I'm topless, hot, but yeah, the weather is actually kind of warm and humid. Hello Azero, welcome. It's been raining all day in West Java. Ooh, Bugs Bunny. Halo Sektav. No, not Bugs Bunny. Yeah, probably most of you don't know that I'm actually Mel Vieira. Half human, half bunny race from Final Fantasy XIV. Just like my main character here on Final Fantasy XIV. Coba di ear doang pakainya. Well, it's up to you guys to interpret if I'm wearing anything or not, but all that I can tell you is I'm wearing pants right now. But believe it or not, that's depends on your own. Okay, Jung, thank you for the lurk. This year for boss scratching. Well, we don't scratch ball, Kang SB. We pinch balls. But yeah, right now, I just got the expansion pack Dawntrail last night, and yeah, since we already finished the previous expansion, now yeah, we can just continue doing it. We doing the Dawntrail main story quest. Oh, I see. I thought you buy subscription. Yes, we have to buy the expansion pack and also do a subscription. You can check the price on the webpage, Kang SB. The subscription usually like $12 US per month. Price tag spill. You could get a nice shirt for that, Bang Sam. But why do I need a shirt if I have to stream shirtless? That doesn't make sense, Kang SB. Why do I need to buy a shirt if I have to stream shirtless? I have to stream without wearing any shirts, and I'm buying shirt. That's just wasteful. The women love you, Bang Sam. Well, I'm not sure about that, Kang SB. We never have we never have a female here on the chat saying that they love me. So we never know. Women love her. Well, of course, who doesn't love women? Even some women still also love women. The Ark of the Dawn is on the other side of the city. So speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Wait, you have a lot of new emote, Kang SB. Go agent ya, nggak boleh. But yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead, Kang SB. Once again, thank you for the raid and bringing everyone here. Yeah, I hope you guys gonna enjoy the stream, my stream of Final Fantasy XIV. I hope you guys gonna enjoy the story. And yeah, if you also need to do something or have to go, don't be hesitate. Don't worry. But yeah, thank you once again for joining Kang SB to raid this channel. Buklamat and Kryl are no. Okay, it's just another notification. Okay, Cryo. I'm struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a Yokhui temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge of Saktural to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. Ooh, there is a god slumbering in the trench. After the Yokhui withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing this new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work. Oh my god, why my nose is itchy? He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Replacement Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliolal. We climbed these sets of stairs here all the way up. Okay. Wait, where? Where we have to go now? Oh, okay. Okay, but before we go to our destination, probably we could go up here to the Folok Sunsa to attune with that Aetherite over there. Papa's palace is called Folok Sunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. Ooh. Okay, you probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here after later. Let's move for now on. Okay, so we can just ignore that one because she said we're gonna come back here. You now have Ethernet, okay. So, this is the Replacement Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yogg-Turul clans. Mamolja, Sebral, Pelu-Pelu, Moblin, Hanu-Hanu. We also have Tonawatwa, Hatsaro and Setona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Saktural. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tural. A true representation of Tuliolal's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. Okay. Da 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 da. Oh, can we just jump there? Okay, Wuklamat will follow us. That's a quick way to go down. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? Oh, so dirigibles is like Zeppelin balloon. I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuliolal. Well, actually, the oh my god, what's the tribe name again? Oh crap, I forget. That tribe on Limsa actually also using balloon. We have them for the exact same reasons as Aetherites. Kwana brought back the plans from Shalayan, and Papa taught them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Arcs of the Dawn awaits. No, let's tune in to the chart first. Alpaca keep what? So instead of Chocobo, we have Alpaca here. Welcome. If it's an alpaca you need, then look no further. Before we get you settled up, I'll need to add your name to our register. It will make things smoother the next time you need a ride. Okay. So apparently this is a mix of Southern America and South America and Southeast Asia. This is it, the Arc of the Dawn. When the giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Tural Land Gate. But when Papa founded Tuliolal, everyone began using it as person's name in honor of his great achievements. Though this gate is Kozamauka, the wetlands south of the city. Through this gate is Kozamauka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks for us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamauka. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Oh, the alpaca. Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seem quite placid to me. Oh my god, that's what she said. You learn soon enough. Kyle, you learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliolao, then look no further. Piston pillars, you mean? Oh, so they're like prasasti. What's prasasti in English? Prasasti. What? Translate Google. Prasasti. Inscription, epigraph. Wait. Epigraph. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decoration. But if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Okay. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Okay, so it's gonna be a long cutscene, guys. I don't have to read, just listen. Oh, nah, it's not. It's not a voice acted scene. Pictures? Wait, no. These are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamolja. Oh, then this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Gul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliol Saga. Wait, I need... Let's... Disable auto. There's no better way to learn how Tuliol came to be. Study them as long as you like. Okay, study time. Lay of the Brotherhood, Lay of Reeds, Lay of Pots, Lay of Repast, and Wuklamat. Okay, let's Lay of the Brotherhood. This pillar tells the Lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer. Cat something. I can never remember the name. You mean Cattenram? Ah, that's the one. Cattenram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. Oh, so Cattenram is Rogadin. Okay. It said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Cattenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorgia as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Lay of Reeds. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu Hanu in their village in Kozamauka. Okay. Hanu Hanu. Oh, Hanu Hanu is Vanu Vanu. Okay. Ah, the people Alpinot almost mistook as Vanu Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival everywhere. The famous, very famous, and a lot of fun. Let me see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozamauka. Moblins, goblins, okay. It's kinda lazy writing, don't it? Just change one letter from the previous race and they just become a new race. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it becomes a gift giving. Clearly, the Vanu are the only people with distant Turali counterparts. Lay of Repast. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Sebral, like me. Sebral. Sebral? 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 Zebral. For decades, the Zebral and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktael. The action Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first step of the founding of Tuliolal. There is a clan of Hrodgar in Bosja known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, several men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. If you're done with the first half, we can move to the second. Oh, there's another one. There's another part of these pillars. Okay, so Lay of Gold, Lay of Ice, Blank Pillar. Oh, Blank Pillar. Probably this one is for the future. Lay of Proof. Okay. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu, whose homelands is in Urkopacha. Pelu Pelu, what's this Pelu Pelu race is? This one is new, I think. Having created our currency, the Pelu is rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tuliolal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those big masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Oh, so basically the Popotos, I mean the Lalafell. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, the Lay of Ice. What the heck is that? Oh, this one is my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral, Valigarmanda. I should explain. A Tural Fidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. What is preternatural? That's new. Let's Google it. Define preternatural. Preternatural is beyond what is normal or natural. Okay. So unusual. Tataru described the Far Eastern auspice in similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Faligarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Fidral and sealed it away in the Urkopacha mountains. Yeah, from the trailer, I guess this is one of our final boss. Despite its reputation, I mean, final boss for the Downservant quest. Despite its reputation, however, Faligarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliolal's nation emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Okay, let's check the blank one on the last. The lay of proof. That big fellow is the Yokhui, the largest of Tural's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yok-Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to hell, they then turned northwards, setting the sights on Sak-Tural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Sky Gate. Some time after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they had conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkopacha. I've never even seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountain top and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? I don't know. Maybe we will uncover that in our journey. This one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliolal's history, whatever that might be. Just one? That's kinda few. Had your fill of history then. Yes, thank you. We don't need to repeat that. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now, I think I'm ready to eat again. Let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Yeah, who doesn't want to brought to a restaurant by the leader of the town? It's gonna be a free meal. Have you ever had tacos? There are a Tulio classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from the corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they are made here at Sbaljavtie best. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brook Evu. What the heck? A pink Hrothgar.
Brook Evo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the silver scales are back? Seems
Silver
their
scales, what is
overseas
that?
foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Ooh. Is Silver Scales is mercenary? I don't know.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
So it is exist. It's just hidden.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
Whoops. Oh no.
Oh.
Our crunchy spoils is spoiled and crunch. Is that the death?
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh, no.
Or is it one of the brothers?
I don't know these ones. New salt.
He looks ugly though. Kinda reminds me of the Ogre Magi on Dota 2. One looks ugly and the other one looks dumb.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Well, aren't you guys also have your own henchmen? So what's the
Was there
problem with
something
that?
you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
Bakol Jaja.
The third promise remembers us. Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
Well, apparently, Kryle, that guy has two heads, just like the dad.
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family.
What?
Unlike the sneeveling house cat, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn's servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihyolal. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
So this is just the basic. My race is superior than yours. Problem. That sadly, it's also happened here in Indonesia, just like it happened in Tuliyola, or in the world in general. Now Tuliyola wait for
None of
the
this has any
official
bearing on the right of succession, correct?
tournament.
Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
So yeah, this basically this guy here, Bakol Jaja, the mystic, and Bakol Jaja, the mighty, is just like the Ogre Magi from Dota.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Well, weakling, you say?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo,
Hubigo,
the Bunewa,
Bunewa. Oh, okay. So Hubigo and Bunewa difference is on their eyes and shape of head.
and the Dopro.
Dopro.
Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest.
Okay.
As
Time
such,
to
we're
get up.
ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Well, we can still eat those who already flat on the ground. It's still in the package. Yeah, despite it's been stepped on, I guess it's still edible.
So it goes.
Hey, someone that has purple name. I mean, orange name. Oh my god, she's level 100 already. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliol cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alfinot and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Replacement Quarter, or even the eastern side of Talon March if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city is laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volok Sunsa. Ah, my poor empty belly. Okay, already. Oh, there's nothing to. Oh, yeah, here is. We need to. Wait, have we tuned into this one? Okay, yes, we have. Oh, but we haven't tuned into that one yet. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there then. Damn, this is a nice place. So much green. I can touch the grass. Okay, let's teleport to this one. Then we walk to the palace. Damn. It also looked like temple from Thailand or something. Or Vietnam, I don't know. But yeah, it's really have like mix between South America and Southeast Asia architecture. Okay, where do we need to go? Oh, inside. Okay then. Hey, Yumika is here. You made it. Good. Then we are all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Upon speaking to Erenville, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Okay. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Yes, let's do that. I've acquainted the twins with the city as best I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably something could catch their eyes, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly curls. I understand all too well. Sarlayan had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home, and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is though, there is no telling what he might be in for. The heck, why is my nose is getting itchy? It's been itching since the beginning of the stream. What the heck? Ooh. Wait, is that the dad? Ooh, Ranger! Oh, I don't know. No, Ranger. The dragoon. Ah, fuck.
Estinian?
Estinian, yes.
How did he get here?
Oh my god.
What's the point? Why is he here?
I have one better. Who is here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That must be a really tough opponent because Estinian again. Yeah, Estinian is having a hard time.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
Gulo Jaja.
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
Wait, why is the other head is mask?
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
Hey there, Estinian.
I see you, warrior.
Is that other head is cut off? That's why it's masked like that? Put on a cowl?
We had no idea you meant to visit Tural.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
What? Dozing? The other head can sleep while the other head is fighting? That's
I'm not sure I understand.
That's an interesting trait to have.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Ah, okay, so the head is still there.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Oh,
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Alanesh.
It's Erenville now. Don't serve it.
Erenville. Oh, he changed her name. He changed his name.
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
Come on, Bao.
Ha! All-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Oh, it's begun already? It's beginning already?
Then I shall
It's starting.
leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
And Estinian won't be there to help us. Oh, that sucks. I thought that one person on the right side is Tancred earlier.
The first promise, Zorolja.
Zorolja.
The second promise, Koona.
Koona.
The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja. You four will compete in the right of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant.
I like how they call their leader as servant, Dawn Servant.
I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young, and so I look to thee always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all.
Well, that's a good thinking.
So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Okay.
Now you have us to compete against. Oh, though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Wait, the tournament is not starting yet. Why you are saying that? You are becoming too confident.
Our brother was in
Bakul
Shok
Jaja.
Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
Oh. The place that doesn't exist.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Gona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer as proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
Ooh. So it is
The city's
existing
real.
it.
All those years.
And you are not telling anyone
This
about
was
it?
before the founding of Tuliyollal. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City.
Oh, is the Golden City is the Solution 9? It probably sounds golden, but golden doesn't have to mean that it is made in gold. Like golden can be mean treasure, and treasure can mean anything than gold. It could be knowledge or something else, which is I don't know. Let's see.
I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you'll need to break the seal I put in place.
Ooh, did he put the seal in the Golden City?
Bring them.
Oh no, okay. So we have to break the seal here to officially start the competition. Why don't they just prepare the seal before the opening ceremony begin? Oh. Those are inscribed on the pillars back then.
The Tuliyollal saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth.
Okay.
Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
Ooh. Once you have fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone. Okay, so the keystone is the keystone supposed to be slotted on that like mustache looking mark on the seal? I don't know.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
Well, he's really fit as a
waste of
ruler.
time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
So we have to carry all of those tablets with us. Okay. Oh, Kral is about to ask about her grandpa.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my order some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring.
Oh, she's wearing it. Okay.
A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time.
Ah.
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
So we have to finish with the right of succession and then he will tell us about it.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City.
Hey.
Thank you for hearing my petition.
Well, at least it's lead to find out about the mystery of Kryle's grandpa.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable
Wait.
young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
So he met Kryle before? Or Galuf told him about Kryle himself?
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Well, of course. Do you know
Our
something
third
that we don't
promise is
know,
not one to take
Erenville?
no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Nah, this will be interesting.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
That's a wise words. I've made my decision and I mean to see it through.
Is that so? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
What revelation? Did I miss something?
Here they come!
It's Saralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Saralja. Take heart, tiller of the soil.
The Resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Okay, so Saralja apparently the representative. I mean the
Soralja,
the one who thinks for Soralja. The wise companion for Soralja.
Saralja, the palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
Oh, so they are brothers?
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children.
Okay. Ah. Wait, what?
Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Oh, okay.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
Okay.
This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace.
Ooh.
You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja. the warmonger.
Oh, so not the two-headed Mamulja.
Cryle?
Wait,
Are
Cryle?
you alright?
What are you doing right now?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Okay.
Second promise! You must bring us more marvelous conveniences! More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
So the second
elders,
promise
they
is
complain and
more
complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like
getting
them, afraid of
new stuff
everything
into the
foreign and
nation.
new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant.
And
If
he's
you will
pretty
excuse me.
skeptical. Don't want to eagerly.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a
Yeah,
fault.
he won't be eagerly claiming what gonna happen in the future.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studium.
Ooh, so he's a scholar on Salian.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
Okay, so that one is easily approachable. Ooh.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants.
What? Looks like everyone is afraid of him.
Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant.
Well, you're uglier.
That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyolan.
Well,
I'll
but
brush aside your feeble contenders. And then you'll see who deserves your deity.
well, the tradition is there before the Tuliolal, but Tuliolal exists now. Then that doesn't have to be in practice anymore. If the way you want to bring it up.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulcha are his only supporters.
Well, glad that he's only have a few supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulcha exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Yep, that sounds right.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Wait. Book Lamat is not out yet. Why are you guys going away?
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliyollal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Were you there too, Arendville? I know that Fiera has
Apologies,
a long
it's hard to get
lifespan.
away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Well, we won.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Who are these
Of
guys?
the Dawn's Promise. I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
What?
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
Are you sure?
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat, I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
And what
Thank you,
kind
Namika.
of strength is that, Namika?
Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Wait, we haven't seen Uranger and fuck. Tancred, yes. We haven't seen Uranger and Tancred. Where are they? Oh shit. Okay. I'm glad that we finished phew, I'm glad that we finished the story before the maintenance. Oh my god, it's only 9 more minutes. So apparently, yeah, initially I want to stream this till midnight, but I didn't know that there is gonna be a maintenance. So yeah, I guess I just gonna end the stream here, take some rest, and then continue it later when the maintenance is done. But yeah, let's see if there is anyone that we can raid. But yeah, I'm sorry guys. Yeah, I cannot stream for like 6 hours straight because of the maintenance. I kinda don't want to change game. So yeah, I'm going to send you to who can we rate now? Oh, let's rate Kang Milky. He is playing EA Sport FC. It's been a while since I went to Kang Milky's channel, so yeah. Milky play. But yeah, see you later guys in around 4 hours until the maintenance has finished. We are going to continue the story of helping Wuklamat to become a Dawn servant. Until then, yeah, see you later in 4 hours.